Paper 2, question 4. Rihanna plays a game. The probability that she will lose the game is 0.2. So, probability that she loses is 0.32. Probability that she will draw the game is 0.05. Probability to draw 0.05. Rihanna is going to play the game 200 times. Work out an estimate for the number of times Rihanna will win the game. This is expectation, or experimental probability. That's 0.32 and that's 0.05. Whether or not it's written, whether or not probabilities are written as a fraction or a decimal, it all comes down to the fact that all outcomes, the probabilities add up to 1. So if you imagine you've played one game, 0.32 times you would win, 0.05 times, 0.32 times Rihanna would lose, 0.05 times she'll draw, and then what you have to do is figure out what fraction of the time, or what decimal of the time, or what probability it is that she wins. In this case, it's what's left to add up to 1. So if I add these together and subtract them from 1, I'm going to get my answer there, which in this case is 0.63. So if we play one game 0.63 times, Rihanna will win. Now that doesn't really make sense because you can't win a game 0.63 times. But what happens here is that based on that little notion of play once, win 0.63 times, applying it to this will give us a whole number of games that Rihanna wins. So even just in the fact that one game, she's going to win 0.63, even if I multiply that by 100 games, she's going to win 63 of the times if I move these numbers up 2 place values. 63 times. Of course, from there all we have to do is double it. So whatever value, whatever number of games you have, or the number of events that take place in terms of probability, you multiply the respective probability by that amount, and that will give you how many times you would expect to see it. That's why this is called expectation. That's not set in stone. We all know if we were to flip 5 coins, it doesn't mean that you're going to get, 6 coins even, it doesn't mean you're going to get 3 heads and 3 tails. You can have all those possibilities, even though the expected outcome would be 3 heads and 3 tails based on the probabilities. It's just kind of like a prediction, so you don't, ignoring the stuff I've done in red here, 0.63 times that 200 is what's going to give you your right answer here, which 126 times is the amount of times we would expect Rihanna to win.